Media has employed trigger words, trigger imagery, subliminal word associations, subliminal embeds, etc. as a means of reinstalling the fear-based mind control program that is September 11, 2001. Because anytime you hear plane crash, especially in the month of September, it's automatically associated with what? September 11, 2001. And the planes that were smashed into, supposedly, the planes that were smashed into the World Trade Center towers. So they do this purposely. They make these subliminal associations. And the article's headline is what? Massive blast like a bomb. But was it a bomb? No, it wasn't a bomb. What was it? They're saying it was a gas leak. Well, then why say like a bomb? Well, I'm going to explain to you why they say that. Because understand that the nature of evil, sometimes evil tells the truth. Did you guys know that? It's called the workings of evil. I know how evil works. It tells the truth sometimes. It's not perfect. It messes up sometimes and tells on itself. The article headline, Massive Blast Like a Bomb. For those of you who are mourning September 11th, we want to, wait a minute, what year is this? How long do we do this to ourselves? How long do we do this to our families? How long do we do this to our children? How long do we do this to ourselves? How long do we mourn death and destruction? It's been 9 years, ladies and gentlemen. How long do we do this? Can you imagine? Is it possible that if we're willing to be manipulated to relive horrible events, and it's been almost 10 years, it's almost been a decade, well, is it possible that we'll be doing this 20 years from now? The same thing. You get the stories that come on, now let's relive this, and they give you all these photos of all of this death and destruction and people jumping out of buildings. And explosions and planes hitting up against the Twin Towers. They show you the pictures, all, and firefighters and people dying and people crying and all of death and destruction. They show it to us in pictures, and they say, "Oh, look, we're going to celebrate this. We're going to commemorate this." What? Commemorate what? And do you guys know that those who perished during September, I know that they would not want to have their loved one living in a state of perpetual sorrow, or to at least be manipulated on September 11th every single year to relive death and destruction. Martial law. Have you all experienced it? What's the point of martial law if you already got people under a state of mind control? You see, it's the same fear-based mind control programming that's rooted in fantasy. It's not real, ladies and gentlemen. So why do we believe this? We only believe this when we're subject to media mind control. I don't have to remember a damn thing. I don't have to relive a damn thing. My life is here and now, and it is about the future. And I will not be subject to this morbid outlook on death and destruction and relive it as if it's worthy of an anniversary. No, an anniversary is me recognizing that I've been with my wife for 10 years, a decade. That's an anniversary. An anniversary is to recognize when my children were born. It's called a birthday. That's an anniversary. An anniversary is not death and destruction, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry for going in so hard on this, but after seeing the pictures and so forth that were coming out on the internet today, it was ridiculous. It's insanity. And the only reason why people are participating in this insanity is through media mind control of hell, ladies and gentlemen. You guys better go and look at some of these links here and really get with it. Understand the symbolism and the terminology that's being used.
You kept asking this question, what year is it? Well, it's the year 2001. It's the year that Martin Luther King died. It's the year that Malcolm X died. Because there are many different fear and hate reality paradigms which are laying on top of each other, that plant seeds in the consciousness in individuals to perpetuate every year and to rejuvenate the fear and sadness on the planet, along with the memorials, because these are portals, portals of consciousness, portals of spiritual consciousness, which is very much profound, because they're using things as a battery. And what's even deeper about the whole thing about 9/11 is that because everyone is on the fear ritual program, it will eventually produce the manifestation of the next terrorist event, which will probably be race and religion. Because as you were saying the last broadcast, Islam is not an individual. What does burning Bibles have to do with anything? What does religion have to do with anything? So unconsciously, individuals on the planet will be conduits for the next event and not even know it, because the signature in which they are bringing into their consciousness, will hover over the planet and eventually pull in the next event because of their thoughts and the way that they're thinking, and they will eventually manifest what they fear on a race level, economic level, or relationship level, on a danger level, and things of this nature. And they know this because today, just by happenstance, I was watching CNN because I wanted to see what the programming was today. I didn't watch them calling all the names. I'm not, trying to be possessed. I found it very interesting that during a commercial, what did they say? It is very important that each individual has their security packet, has a safety packet, a radio, a cellular radio, batteries, a flashlight. And I thought to myself, that's very interesting. Helping us to be conduits for the next event due to our consciousness, due to the thoughts in our mind. We will go to bed and we will dream, people will dream about this, and that manifestation will be in the ethers and literally produce doom. So they're telling you, like you said, they are telling you what they're going to do to you. They're telling you basically we're being the conduit for the next tragedy. So, by the way, let me show you a commercial so you can get your ready pack and go pack just in case you got to leave the crib. That's deep.
Rites of Remembrance and Laws mark the 9th anniversary of September 11th attacks, familiar in their sorrow, but observed for the first time Saturday in a nation torn over the protest of a mosque near Ground Zero and the role of Islam in society. They're preparing us for the conflict. That's why when the sister kept talking, I'm looking at them, I was like, what? Wow, right on time, sis. Unsettled nation marks 9/11 with rituals of sorrow. Isn't this what I was talking about earlier? And then now, look, what is this? They are telling us what this is all about.
If people are interested in 9/11 and looking into it, look at the ritual aspect of it and see that this was a huge trauma-based mind control event, and everyone, I'm sure, that was around at the time remembers right where they were, and that was sort of the purpose.
It's possible that September 11th and all of the propaganda associated with it, that all the propaganda was nothing more than an illusion that was represented to us to incite fear, but that those same illusions are tied to other fear programs. All of this stuff, it's not more powerful than us. We're more powerful than all of this manipulation. Me and Brother Larry, we have a conversation offline about this too, this concept, that if, in fact, media has to propagandize this and manipulate people into participating in these rituals and so forth, and the only way that they can do that, they have to literally propagandize this over and over and over and over again. They got to manipulate us over and over, and they go through great lengths to do this. Then we must be very powerful, because otherwise all they would have to do is do it once, and then we fall into it and we just continue to perpetuate it over time. No, they can't do that. They have to continuously do it, and they continue to build upon their fear-based mind control program, and they give it to us all the time, every single day. Why? Because they know that we are powerful beings on planet Earth. 9th anniversary of September 11, 2001, we will begin to see media's promotion of terror-based mind control programming. I wrote this on September 1st, ladies and gentlemen. Such promotions will come in the form of fake terror threats. New York, stories centered around New York and events taking place in New York, Al-Qaeda, Islamic deviance propaganda, race/religious-based hatred towards Arabs, Middle East tension, Iraq, Iran, Israel, Palestine, ground zero, bombs, illegal immigrants, which is a trigger word for potential terrorists, explosions, planes, hostages, etc. Many of these stories are and will be completely fabricated so as to incite fear leading up to September 11th, 2010. And ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Live your life. Live your life. Don't let this or anything else they show you stop you from living your life. My name is Lenon Honor. You've been listening to A Culture of Perpetual Fear. It is September 11th. But what year is it? Is it 2001? No. Is it 2002? No. Is it 2003? No. 2004? No. 2005? No. 2006? No. 2007? No. 2008? No. 2009? No. 2010? This is a new day, ladies and gentlemen. It is 2010. And I'm not playing the game of fear anymore. Much love to you all. Until next time, y'all please take care. Peace.